Welcome to USA Coin Reveal, the place where we uncover rare, valuable, and hidden treasure coins that can turn your everyday pocket change into something extraordinary. Today, we're going to explore some fascinating United States quarters featuring Liberty, In God We Trust, and E Pluribus Unum. But their real story and value might surprise you. Could you already have one of these coins? Make sure to watch till the end, because one small coin could reveal a big hidden value. The 1776 to 1976 quarter dollar, widely known as a bicentennial quarter, is one of the most iconic and historically significant coins ever issued by the United States of America. Struck to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence, this special coin celebrates the spirit, struggle, and triumph of a nation born in 1776. Unlike regular Washington quarters, the bicentennial quarter carries a dual date 1776 to 1976 instead of a single year, symbolizing the long journey of the United States from its founding to its bicentennial celebration. This coin was authorized by Congress as part of a broad initiative to honor the bicentennial, which also included special designs for the half-dollar and dollar coins. The quarter's unique design and patriotic symbolism make it a favorite among collectors and history enthusiasts alike. On the obverse front of the coin, the familiar portrait of George Washington remains, a design originally created by sculptor John Flanagan in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. Washington's left-facing profile is dignified and timeless, representing leadership, unity, and the founding ideals of the nation. Above his head appears the word liberty, while the national motto, In God We Trust, is inscribed to the left of his neck. On bicentennial quarters, the date is displayed as 1776 to 1976 below the portrait, replacing the standard single-year date. If your coin has a D mint mark, it means it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the major United States mint facilities responsible for producing circulating coinage. The Denver Mint mark appears just to the right of Washington's ponytail ribbon, and it indicates the origin of the coin, which is important for collectors assessing rarity and value. The reverse back of the bicentennial quarter is where the design truly stands out. Instead of the traditional eagle found on regular quarters, this coin features a colonial drummer boy, a powerful symbol of the American Revolutionary War. The design was created by Jack L. R., whose initials JLA can be found on the reverse. The drummer is depicted in motion, representing the coat of arms and the determination of the American people during the fight for independence. To the left of the drummer is a victory torch encircled by 13 stars, representing the original 13 colonies that declared independence from Great Britain. Above the design appears the inscription United States of America, while below it reads quarter dollar. The Latin motto E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many, one, is also included, emphasizing unity among the states. This reverse design is one of the most recognizable in U.S. coinage history and is unique to the bicentennial series. The bicentennial quarter was produced in massive quantities between 1975 and 1976, and interestingly, no quarters dated 1975 were issued at all. Instead, all quarters struck during that period bear the dual date 1776 to 1976. The coin was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. The San Francisco Mint produced both proof coins and special silver-clad versions intended primarily for collectors. While most bicentennial quarters are composed of a copper-nickel-clad composition, 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, some special editions contain 40% silver, making them more valuable. These silver coins were not released into general circulation but were sold in collector sets, which add to their desirability among numismatists. In terms of specifications, the bicentennial quarter has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a weight of approximately 5.67 grams for the standard clad version. The edge of the coin is reeded, with 119 reeds, which is typical for U.S. quarters. The coin's composition and dimensions are consistent with other Washington quarters minted since 1965, following the removal of silver from circulating coinage. Despite its special design, the bicentennial quarter was intended for everyday use, which is why millions of Americans encountered these coins in their daily transactions during the mid-1970s. From a collector's perspective, the value of a 1776 to 1976 D bicentennial quarter depends largely on its condition, rarity, and whether it possesses any unique features or errors. In circulated condition, most of these coins are worth only their face value of 25 cents, due to their high mintage. However, uncirculated coins with sharp details and minimal wear can be worth a few dollars, especially if they have a strong strike and appealing luster. Coins graded in high mint state conditions, such as MS-65 or above, can command higher prices in the collector market. Additionally, proof coin from the San Francisco Mint, particularly those made of 40% silver, are more valuable and can sell for significantly higher amounts depending on their condition and packaging. Error coins and varieties can dramatically increase the value of a bicentennial quarter. Some known errors include double die obverse or reverse, off-center strikes, clip planches, and coins struck on the wrong planchet. These errors are relatively rare and highly sought after by collectors, often fetching premium prices at auctions. For example, a bicentennial quarter with a strong doubling in the lettering or design elements can be worth many times its face value. Similarly, coins with unusual toning or exceptional eye appeal may attract higher bids from collectors who appreciate aesthetic uniqueness. The historical significance of the bicentennial quarter cannot be overstated. It serves as a tangible reminder of America's 200-year journey, from a collection of colonies fighting for independence to a global superpower. The coin was part of a nationwide celebration that included parades, exhibitions, and educational programs aimed at honoring the nation's heritage. For many Americans, the bicentennial quarter evokes memories of that celebratory period, making it not just a piece. The 1985 D Washington quarter dollar is a classic example of modern United States coinage, representing both a continuation of a long-standing design tradition and the everyday currency used by millions of Americans. Issued by the United States Mint, this coin carries the familiar inscriptions United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, Liberty, and In God We Trust, all of which reflect the nation's identity, values, and historical continuity. The D Mint mark indicates that this particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary minting facilities in the United States responsible for producing circulating coinage in large quantities. The 1985 D quarter is not a commemorative coin like the bicentennial issue, but rather a standard circulation coin, yet it still holds importance to collectors due to condition rarity, minting quality, and potential errors. On the obverse front of the 1985 D quarter, the portrait of George Washington is prominently featured. This iconic design, created by sculptor John Flanagan, has been used on U.S. quarters since 1932. Washington is depicted facing left, with a calm and authoritative expression that symbolizes leadership and the founding principles of the United States. Above his head is the word liberty, boldly inscribed in capital letters, while the national motto In God We Trust appears to the left of his neck. The year 1985 is positioned at the bottom of the coin, clearly marking its date of issue. To the right of Washington's ponytail ribbon is a small but important D Mint mark, identifying the coin's origin at the Denver Mint. This small letter plays a significant role in numismatics, as coins from different mints can vary in rarity and value. The reverse back of the 1985 D quarter features a traditional heraldic eagle design, which had been used on Washington quarters for decades before being replaced in 1999 by the State Quarter Series. The eagle is depicted with its wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons, symbolizing strength and readiness to defend the nation. Beneath the arrows are two olive branches, representing peace. Above the eagle's head is the inscription United States of America, while the denomination quarter dollar is written below. The Latin phrase E Pluribus Unum, meaning out of many, one, appears above the eagle, reinforcing the idea of unity among the states. The design is both simple and powerful, combining elements of strength, peace, and national pride into a single image. In terms of physical characteristics, the 1985 D Washington quarter is composed of a copper-nickel-clad composition, consisting of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This composition has been standard for U.S. quarters since 1965, when silver was removed from circulating coinage due to rising metal costs. The coin has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and weighs approximately 5.67 grams. Its edge is reeded, featuring 119 small grooves that not only add to the coin's aesthetic appeal, but also serve as a security feature to prevent clipping and counterfeiting. The coin's durability and resistance to wear make it suitable for long-term circulation, which is why many examples are still found in everyday use today. The mintage of the 1985 D quarter was quite high, with hundreds of millions of coins produced to meet the demands of circulation. Because of this, the coin is generally considered common, especially in circulated condition. Most 1985 D quarters found in pocket change are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, the story changes when it comes to uncirculated or high-grade examples. Coins that have been well preserved, with sharp details, strong luster, and minimal contact marks, can command higher prices in the collector market. For example, coins graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services can be worth several dollars or more, depending on their overall quality and eye appeal. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1985 D quarter is the potential for error coins. Minting errors can significantly increase a coin's value, making them highly desirable among collectors. Some known errors for Washington quarters include double dies, where elements of the design appear duplicated due to a misalignment during the minting process, off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned on the coin blank, and clip planches, where a portion of the coin is missing due to a cutting error. While such errors are relatively rare, they can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a valuable collectible worth far more than its face value. Another factor that can influence the value of a 1985 D quarter is its overall eye appeal. Coins with attractive toning, natural coloration that develops over time due to exposure to the environment, can be particularly appealing to collectors. Toning can range from subtle shades of gold and silver to vibrant hues of blue, purple, and red. While toning does not necessarily increase a coin's intrinsic value, it can make it more desirable to collectors who appreciate unique and aesthetically pleasing coins. The historical context of the 1985 D quarter is also worth noting. During the mid-1980s, the United States was experiencing economic growth and technological advancement, and the demand for coinage remained strong. The Washington quarter continued to serve as a reliable and widely used denomination in everyday transactions, from vending machines to retail purchases. Although the design remained unchanged for many years, it became a symbol of stability and continuity in American currency. For collectors, the 1985 D Washington quarter represents an accessible entry point into the world of numismatics. Its availability and affordability make it an ideal coin for beginners, while the pursuit of high-grade specimens or rare errors provides a challenge for more experienced collectors. Many collectors enjoy assembling complete sets of Washington quarters by date and mint mark, and the 1985 D coin is an essential part of such collections. The 1968 United States quarter dollar is an important coin in modern American numismatics because it marks the return of mint marks after a 3-year absence. This coin continues to feature the classic obverse design of George Washington, whose portrait has been a symbol of leadership and unity on the quarter since 1932. On the obverse, the inscriptions Liberty appear at the top. In God We Trust is placed at the left of Washington's profile, and the date 1968 is shown at the bottom. This familiar design reflects continuity in U.S. coinage during a period of economic stability after major changes in the mid-1960s. The reverse of the 1968 quarter continues the iconic eagle design created by John Flanagan. The eagle is shown with its wings spread wide, symbolizing strength and readiness, while holding arrows in one claw and an olive branch in the other to represent the balance between war and peace. Above the eagle is a Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, which highlights the unity of the United States. Surrounding the design are the inscriptions United States of America and quarter dollar, maintaining the traditional and highly recognizable style used on U.S. quarters for many decades. One of the most significant features of the 1968 quarter is its return of the mint mark. After being removed in 1965, 1966, and 1967 to discourage hoarding, mint marks were reintroduced in 1968. This means collectors can now identify where the coin was produced. The mint mark appears on the obverse side, just behind Washington's ponytail. Coins struck at the Denver Mint carry a D, while those from the San Francisco Mint often include proof versions marked with an S. Coins without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This change restored important numismatic information that helps collectors identify and study coin production. The 1968 quarter is made of copper-nickel-clad material, a composition introduced in 1965 to replace the earlier 90% silver coins. It consists of a pure copper core surrounded by outer layers of copper and nickel. This change was part of a major monetary reform designed to eliminate the rising cost of silver and ensure enough coins were available for circulation. As a result, the 1968 quarter contains no silver, which means its value is not based on precious metal content, but rather on condition, rarity, and collector demand. In terms of production, the 1968 quarter had a very large mintage, exceeding 1 billion coins across all mint facilities. Because of this high production number, most circulated examples are common and usually worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, uncirculated examples, especially those with strong luster and sharp details, can carry high premiums. Proof coins minted in San Francisco are particularly appealing to collectors due to their mirror-like surfaces and higher strike quality, making them more desirable than standard circulation strikes. Collectors also pay attention to error varieties in the 1968 quarter series. Some of the most sought-after errors include double die obverses, off-center strikes, clip planches, and misaligned dies. These errors occur during the minting process and can significantly increase a coin's value depending on rarity and condition. In some cases, even small minting anomalies can transform a common quarter into a highly valuable collectible worth far more than its face value. Overall, the 1968 United States quarter dollar represents a continuation of modern U.S. coinage following a period of major transition. It reflects both technological change in minting practices and the restoration of traditional features like mint marks. With its enduring design by John Flanagan and its historical significance in the evolution of American currency, the 1968 quarter remains an important and interesting coin for collectors, historians, and anyone interested in U.S. monetary history.